up, everybody? What's going on? I'm back over here at the old SSP stomping grounds of the, where the first 2.5 roast movies happened. Happy Labor Day out there. I hope you all had a good week. My week's been pretty tough, I'm not gonna lie. Now, I really didn't know how I was gonna feel coming into this thing. But I guess I just need to talk about the God honest truth and just vent, if that's possible, because I keep saying it over and over again. Sup, everybody is like my internet diary. And unless something else comes up, or unless I have a friend there to distract me, which I don't at the moment, I guess there's no telling what I'm going to say. So, I'm sure some of you have already heard that I've addressed the guy already, and it's been more than a week at this point since we last talked, and I'm talking about one of my good friends, or at least I hope he's still a good friend of mine, and that's Rashad Butler, aka my co-writer Shake. Now, I met Shake in 2016 thanks to the Sickest Nation group page, and we just hit it off. He was cool to me, I was cool to him. And when we met, I was kind of still in the middle of producing my roast movies at the start, like during the old Freddy Krueger days, like where I am now. And I could tell that I needed help, right? Because we all know what the first one sucked. The second one, it was better. Yeah, it was better, and I figured that I definitely needed some help going into the future, right? I needed somebody to approve some of my jokes and see if they could help me come up with some material themselves. And when I posted asking for help in the Sickest Nation, here comes Rashad to help save the day, and to this day, I still don't know why he decided to help me or why we hit it off so good. We just did. And he's helped me produce every roast movie except for the Christmas one. But from the third one all the way up till the last one, which was the Friday 13th one, he helped me except for the Christmas one. But the Christmas one was somewhat easy for me because I knew everybody there personally, like Brand, Justin, Wobinator, and Rob Killjoy. Oh yeah, and Ethan. But, now, I've been trying to write a new roast movie practically since Christmas, okay? Since Christmas 2017, because I really wanted to make a This Is My Life Christmas roast movie, right? But some issues came up because I was during the time I was uploading 100 days in a row. So, I just couldn't have the time to make that, sadly. But then, when the new year came around, about February to March-ish, I told Shake I had this idea in mind for another new roast movie, but I wanted to take my time with it. Now, when I said I wanted to take my time with it, maybe that was a bad idea. Because now, I actually see a deadline in mind, because I had no idea that the next roast movie had to be uploaded more than a year removed since the last one. Talking about the Friday the 13th one. And Shake and I, we've kind of had a falling out. And I'll explain why in a moment, but I remember keep saying it over and over again. I kept saying it over and over again. Sometimes on the internet, apologies don't mean crap. You see, Shake isn't just somebody that just lives down the street from me that I can just go talk to about my grievances. No, that's not the case. Shake lives miles away, and I don't even remember like what state it is in, but I just know that he lives miles away from here. And on the internet, if you make somebody mad, you can keep apologizing and keep feeling depressed and keep getting angry. But what good is it going to do? They can just block you at the snap of a finger, and there was no fixing the situation. And then you're just supposed to give up and just go on to the next day about it. And I feel really, really depressed and bad about this. The issue was, okay, it started getting closer and closer to the deadline. Originally, I wanted October 1st because that was the date the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie got released, right? So then, out of respect for Shake, I decided to push that date away to October the 20th. But now, here it is, September the 3rd, and if I would like at least a month to promote it, then that means I need to have the trailer ready by September the 20th. And I would like at least a week to edit, which means that I need to start filming between the dates of the 10th and the 13th. And right now, we are exactly 1 week away from that time frame. And guys, I am just downright utterly distraught, scared, having to deal with this roast movie, thinking it's about to suck, having to deal with this Shake situation, thinking that there's no saving the friendship. And I kept thinking to myself month after month that I have a feeling that if it's done just right, this roast movie can save SSP. Some of you have been seeing it the past few months. Some of you know the issue. Some of you know that I've talked a big game about it. But there's really nothing I can do about it except taunt it, cry about it, or whatever. It's not going anywhere. And you know exactly what issue I'm talking about, but I'm not going to bring it up. And I thought that this roast movie could, like, somewhat get SSP some subscribers, get SSP some help. But now I can't even help myself. You see, he helped me with the Hair Jordan segment of the roast. Okay, but since then, I've just been waiting on him, and nothing was happening. Okay, at first I was getting mad, right? At first I was getting angry about the situation, but then the more I thought about it, before I could just go online and just start cussing this dude out, I started feeling depressed and sad about it, because I had to realize what situation he's going through. Rashad has a job. Rashad has a girlfriend. But still, is there really any excuse for breaking a promise twice? Maybe there is. I don't know. Out of here, bug. But during my, okay, here's the situation, okay, in my mind, because Shake never asked me how I felt. I just felt bad for him, okay? First, I'm sitting here writing this movie, asking for his help, and he's giving it to me, thankfully. And keep in mind, we haven't really been talking just about the roast movie these past few months. I've been telling him about this girl that I'm trying to talk to. I've been telling him some other things about my job and everything else. He helped me set up he sent me a link to buy a new camera in the future. Heck, he sent me the very tripod that I'm using right now. Shake was a good friend of mine. And it just breaks my heart to see what's going on right now. But we talked about other things besides just the roast movie. But then as the deadline started getting closer, I started getting worried and worried and worried and worried. And apparently my stress was causing him to get stressed, and he wasn't telling me crap. He was not telling me crap. I would message him, he wouldn't reply. And then, when he would reply, he would get angry with me. And then the last day I talked to him was the day he finally told me why. He told me that when I message him, that it makes him mad that I'm feeling like a boss to him. And I didn't want it to be like that. If it was, I apologize. But like I said, do apologies really mean anything? Do they? Dadgummit. Shut up, Train. Every single time I try to film something outside, you always want to start blowing. But first okay, during the last live stream, well, not during the last live stream, but after the last live stream of August, I think it was. No, July, yeah. It was the last live stream. Oh, it was after the live stream of July. Shake and I had a video chat and, well, audio chat, whatever you want to call it, a Facebook chat. And that day, he promised me Saturday, right, which is like early August, I think it was. Saturday came, and I messaged him, and he said he was hanging out with his girlfriend, okay? So, I said, okay, I guess that's fine. And I did message him a few times after that, but that's when he got mad. Because he didn't say nothing. Now, I kept asking him, Shake, is this a good time to speak? Is this a good time to speak? He wouldn't say nothing. And then he would get mad at me. And then, after remember that time frame I said that I would give him up until the 23rd? Well, me and him talked on a Sigus live chat during one of his live streams on YouTube. And then he messaged me on Facebook, said, we'll talk Friday. So that Friday came, I messaged him that morning. And how am I supposed to know that he just woke up? How am I supposed to know that he's just waking up early in the morning? I don't know that. I'm not living next door to him. He just... Guys, I'm sorry I'm sorry this video is going slow. I just really need to vent, okay? I really hope Rashad's out there watching. But when he messaged me the next day, he put it all into perspective for me. When he tells me a certain day, he said that he was going to message me that day, yet because I messaged him, I made him mad, and now I made him not want to do it, right? So, before I could even give some kind of rebuttal or some kind of apology from that, he puts his Facebook Messenger option to that he's not available right now. So a few days later, I start looking at the calendar, I start thinking about what he's saying, and then I tweet him an apology, right? Because I'm obviously trying to go into his DMs, he's not replying to the DMs, and he's not really replying. I sent him one tweet, one public tweet about it, and instead of replying to it, he blocks me. And this is exactly what I was afraid of. He was going to block me, and I was going to start freaking out, because I was going to start asking myself, why, oh, why did this friend betray me? And now it's a dang shame that there's nothing I can do about it. Nobody else is actually volunteering, mind you. And why do I rely on him? One, because I'm afraid that the roast movie will suck without him. Did you see how awesome the roast Bruce dropped off was? Part of that, yes, was my idea and my creation, but I'm going to go on the record to say it. The roast Bruce dropped off would not be as good as it was without Rashad Butler. Because if it was not for him, I probably wouldn't even know who Bruce Strommoth even was. He sent me the tripod that I was using to film with it. And we're still friends on Facebook, but he just has his option to, he's not available right now. And he got mad at me when I tried to tag him into a post, which was the only way that I could talk to him. He claimed that I was harassing him at one moment. And as soon as he said that, I said, oh crap, bruh, I'm sorry, okay? But this wasn't an everyday thing, though. This is my only way to show any kind of emotion to him and whatever. I don't want to say, Shake, stop being my friend, but that's the way it looks like. When I call my fans or my supporters the self-centered soldiers, that means that I've genuinely met somebody or genuinely got to know somebody that had the time to get to know me, had the time to accept me for who I am, and somebody that accepted me for what I do. And when I thought about Self-Centered Soldier, the first two people that came to mind was Nick Bass and Rashad Butler. And now I'm not sure if Rashad ever wants anything to do with me anymore. And as far as the roast movie goes, I guess I gotta take a gamble with it, man. I really hope he can message me about what I need by the 10th, but I highly doubt it, guys. I really doubt it. And when I go to film between the 10th and the 13th, I don't know what to expect, because I have a feeling it's just going to suck. It's just going to suck. He gave me an idea about what I could do in the intro, but I was kind of confused about what I needed to do, so I needed to ask him about that. And I'm just genuinely worried about the situation. I made a group page recently, and the group page is much like what D6 does with his Six Nation group page, and much like what Brandon and Frank do with their Geek Room page. My Facebook group page is to help promote my YouTube stuff and whatever. And on some group pages, you get to see who sees what post, right? And I made a post apologizing to Shay, but I didn't. I was apologizing about the situation, and I mentioned Shay, but I didn't tag him in it like he didn't want me to, right? And Shake was one of the people that saw the apology, but he didn't say nothing. So I guess it might be over. I guess I'd really have lost another friend. If I swear, if I knew this, YouTube would have given me so much grief, I probably wouldn't have even made SSP. I apologize for going off like this, but I just needed to vent, okay? I really hope Rashad sees this video. I really hope the next roast movie turns out alright. Stay tuned to SSP this week. I'm not sure what's going up. Oh well. Bye-bye, so long. I don't really know I need to be, but I hope at least you're outrageously optimistic year round. Booyah. I'm out. Here comes my hug of appreciation. Peace.